Hello, everyone. Welcome into Cosmic Connections. If you are new, this is a place for you to awaken your own inner magic through self discovery and developing your own intuition. Thank you so much for being here again. If you are returning, I am Carissa, a clear conduit and channel for divine light. And today we're going to be diving into the energies of the new moon in Cancer. So before we start pulling cards, I'm going to briefly describe the energies that are at play. So if you'd like to skip this, just follow the timestamps below and go right ahead to the beginning of the reading. So as we step into the energy of the new moon in Cancer on Wednesday, June 25th, take a deep breath and exhale. Feel free to light a candle, light some incense, and get comfortable as we dive into these energies, because this lunar cycle is a sacred invitation to return home to the sanctuary of your soul. Cancer is the moon's cosmic home, and it symbolizes the themes of emotional safety, inner nurturing, and intuitive remembrance. And this new moon is more than a reset. It's a moment to reconnect with your heart's truth, your ancestral roots, and the emotional waves that have helped to shape your life's path. With the expansive energy of Jupiter as well, aligned with this lunar cycle, the intentions that you plant now will carry the potential to grow wild, particularly in the areas of healing, home, family, and your soul's belonging. But there is a deeper undercurrent here too. It is a cosmic time to ask yourself, are the boundaries you hold built from trauma or transformation? And are your dreams grounded in truth or used to escape it? So, with all of that context being said, let's dive into the cards that I have pre-chosen to get a baseline of the collective energies at play, and then we will be pulling some more cards together. So far, I've got a couple cards that I've pulled on my own to just get kind of a general idea of what is going on with this lunar moon cycle. So the first card I chose is based on the energy of what emotional truth is surfacing for healing or for reflection. And I actually got two cards that came up with this one. So I got the Artiste, and then I got the Three of Swords. And so what this is telling me, it's been kind of a common theme that's been going on in the collective recently, specifically in my readings, is this energy of not being able to manifest the things that you want, or this big thing that you want in your life. Now, this can be a range of things, from career to relationship to friendships to home to material things, to peace to harmony to intuitive gifts. But this is going to be something that is very dear to your heart with the Three of Swords here. It's something that you truly care about, and it also affects your mind as well. So not having this thing in your life is, I'm hearing, taking a toll on your life. And then we have the Artiste reverse. So this is showing me that this is something that has really brought you a lot of heartache, and is something that you really care about. It is something that you're trying to create and you're trying to bring into your life. So the second card that I've chosen is what is based upon what wisdom or pattern are you carrying from your lineage. So this is your true essence. I actually pulled the Empress card for this this card's meaning, and I really like this card coming up because it is symbolic of abundance, luxury, and creation, being able to create whatever it is your heart desires. So this is something that you hold in your soul, that you hold in your energetic body. This is something that you have and you are capable of, and it actually is tied into your ancestry. It's tied into your lineage. So this may be something that you don't really feel. For some people, it may be like you don't really feel that this is representative of your family. Maybe you have had financial struggles in your family. Maybe you have had relationship struggles. Maybe you have had any kind of other issues pertaining to what you are trying to manifest, and you haven't really seen that in your family as an option, as an ability, as a capability to be able to bring into fruition the things that you desire. But this is giving me an energy of like a little bit of ancient energy. So if you are resonating with this message, you do have this kind of old soul energy, this healer energy, this ancient energy to your soul, and it is because that is coming through because you are able to manifest these things. And this is also coming up as past life energy. So in your past lives, not all of them obviously, but in some of them you have embodied the Empress energy. You have been able to manifest things easier, and that is because you had a different mindset. You had a different perspective on manifestation and being able to have the things that you desire. So the next card that I pulled, the energy, is based on where are you being asked to soften, receive, or to mother yourself. So to soften your energy, to be able to receive, or to act as a mother for yourself. So we actually got the Queen of Cups here, and I really like this coming through for the meaning of this card as well, because this is all about intuition, unconscious emotion, and creativity. Creativity being things that you create, the things that you bring into the world, the things that you want to manifest, like we've been talking about. So when it comes to where are you being asked to soften or to be able to receive, you're being asked to soften your emotional state of being. Soften the way that you think and talk about what it is that you want in your life. So they're having me kind of bring up divine timing. Divine timing is very much a real thing, and I feel like it is something that is at play right here with whatever it is you are trying to bring into your life. I can sense and feel that there has been a major sadness with not having this thing in your life, or even aggravation or frustration and feeling like if this was meant for me, it would already be here, so maybe this isn't meant for me. Sometimes the things that are most meant for us take the most amount of time because we have to align to it. We have to be in this energetic frequency that is light enough, that is high vibrational enough to allow this in. So in some capacity, your guides are wanting you to know that the weight on this may be that you are not fully allowing this to come in, and that is by your attention to it not being here, by your comments, by your thoughts, by your feelings of it not being in your life. So once you can kind of release and let go of the reality of it not being here is when things will start to flow in for you that you are desiring. And so the last card that I have pulled on my own is what soul vision wants to grow through emotional alignment. So that's kind of what we just said, what we were talking about. And I got the Five of Swords reversed. So what vision does your soul have that your soul wants to grow through you being aligned to your emotions? So what vision does your soul have for yourself to grow and to evolve pertaining to being aligned and balanced and having peace in your emotions? So this is all about, with the Five of Swords reversed, this is all about being objective and changing your perception into this energy of kind of like a revelation. Like maybe there is something that you are feeding, whether that be your attention to this not being here, your emotional state to this not being here, the way you talk about this thing not being in your life. There is this perception that is desiring to be changed on a soul level, that your soul is calling you to shift your perception and your consciousness and your way of seeing your life and your reality and the things that you want in your life, and to have a revelation that it can happen for you, but divine timing will occur when you change your mindset into a more positive, like we talked about, higher vibrational, lighter energy. So there may be some density or heaviness that is blocking this from coming in for you. And the new moon in Cancer is allowing a breath of fresh air emotionally for us to kind of release and to set the intention with this new moon for the things we want, and to hold the focus on the intention of what we want and not the reality of what we have. So I feel called to the messages of the mermaids. With all of that being said, this is going to be a healing message that is going to give you some clarity and some guidance when it comes to your emotional states. So, let's see. Okay, I'm feeling 2. So we have patience. Okay, so this makes a lot of sense with what we were talking about. And innocence. Okay, so there's a lot coming through here. Your inner child is coming through as well. So I'm actually going to pull a card from the inner child deck because I was going to do this deck next anyway, but I can feel that they all want to come through together. So a message from your inner child that is going to go hand in hand with the healing messages from the mermaids of patience and innocence. Okay, so we have, I face life with openness and love. Okay, these definitely go hand in hand with growth. Wow. Okay, yeah, so there's this underlying theme of needing to grow, needing the soul, your soul is desiring to grow before this thing comes in for you, to evolve, to raise your vibration, to enhance your consciousness, to clear your mind. So this is something that you're being guided to be patient during. I'm getting instant gratification is not your friend. It is a false mask that makes you think you are happy, but it is fleeting and it will go away. The happiness will go away when the newness of something wears out, dies out. So you're being guided to keep that in mind, that instant gratification is not something that is actually always going to serve your highest good. There's a heavy emphasis on being patient while this cooks up, while this kind of the universe brings all the components together to bring this into your life, as well as you doing the inner work on your emotions, on your mind, on your consciousness, on your energetic field, releasing the thought patterns, the urge to want to speak negatively about your life's situation, and replacing it with gratitude, replacing it with things that you enjoy, hobbies that excite you, things that make you happy and fulfilled in life genuinely. So that's kind of where the innocence card is coming in, is you're kind of being guided to tap back into your inner child's mindset of, there's kind of two components here. Sometimes as a child, we can have a tantrum when we don't get what we want. But sometimes as a child, when we don't get what we want, we kind of can see this through the lens of innocence and purity, and knowing that the things you desire will come for you. It's just about being in the right frequency, being in the right state of mind, being in the right energetic state to allow this in for yourself. And then we've got the message from your inner child on growth. And then the quote on the back saying, I face life with openness and love. So you're being encouraged to face life in all of its aspects, all of its facets, from relationship to career to being a partner, being a parent, being a son or daughter, being an employee or an employer or a boss or a healer or an intuitive, whatever it may be. All aspects of life, you're being encouraged to embrace all of it with love. So if there is anything in your life that is just not serving your happiness, not serving your highest good, you're being asked to take a good and hard look at that and decide if that is something that is down the road going to serve your happiness and healing, or if it is something that is blocking you and keeping you held back. So now I want to dive into the Moonology manifestation cards, since the new moon is all about manifestation. Let's see what wants to come through from Luna, the moon. So what this moon cycle, this new moon in Cancer cycle is really emphasizing is, even right here with the new moon in Cancer card, is to take a deep breath and relax, to recenter, to refocus your mind and refocus your energy on the positive, on the things that are good in your life, on the things that you want in your life, and not on the things that aren't good or aren't working out or aren't happening for you just quite yet. So we have the first quarter moon in Sagittarius, believe in your good luck. So I really like this card for you because we create our own luck. We create luck by our thoughts and our actions and our feelings. And you're being encouraged to know this and to keep this in mind and keep it in your heart as well, because if you feel like you have been unlucky or you feel like things have not been going your way, it is all stemming from your consciousness and your mindset. So we have the last quarter moon in Pisces, talk less, feel more. Okay, so you're being encouraged with this believe in your luck is to embody the energy of what it feels like to have your life being the way that you want it, to have whatever you want in your life, or to be whatever you want to be, to embody the energy of that. So how do you do that? You do that by daydreaming and thinking about what it is you desire, what you want your life to look like, getting excited about what the future has to come. If this has been a very long, arduous road for you where you feel like it is never ending and you're never going to see the light at the end of the tunnel, this is a message of clarity and guidance and confirmation that you are moving toward an era of having more good luck in your life, but it is something that you create from within. Just as you create your outside reality from within, you create your luck from within. So this is about feeling into the energy of what you want your life to look like. I'm being guided to say, if you meditate, do some visualizations when you meditate. If you go for walks in nature, do some visualizations and feel, tap into the feeling state of what it feels like to have that partner in your life, to have that dream job, to have that child you've been trying to bring into the world, to have whatever it is that you have been trying to manifest, feeling into what it feels like to have it, as opposed to feeling into the reality of it not being here. So now I want to dive into the Astro Star Codes Oracle and see what wants to come through as loving guidance from the cosmos and from the universe in general. And keep in mind that there is a heavy emphasis on the emotional state, the home, and family, because that is what Cancer is all about. So if you notice there are issues or even opportunities to grow and heal when it comes to the family, when it comes to your living situation, when it comes to the land that you live on, that has even been emphasized. There is a major, deep healing at play right now with the new moon in Cancer, as well as a powerful intent to set the intentions that you want for your life moving forward, because new moons are all about manifesting, and it shines the light on what we want to be able to bring into fruition in our lives. And it holds this really powerful energy. So if there's any kind of intention or manifestation ritual or practice you would like to do today on Wednesday, well, I might even post this on Tuesday, but on the day of the new moon, leading up to maybe 2 days after the new moon, if you don't get a chance on Wednesday, I highly encourage you to perform those practices, to engage in those rituals, because it will be a very highly potent day for manifestational seeds to be planted and to grow like wildflowers for the future, or in the future, I guess I should say. So we have Sun and Source energy, and we have retrograde review. So these are kind of two different energies at play, but what I want to say coming in with the Sun Source energy is that you are supported by whatever higher power you believe in, whether that be God, the Source, the Creator, your higher self. You are highly supported, and you are being infused with light codes, I'm getting, so that you can understand and kind of review with this retrograde card, kind of look back on your life, what you have brought into fruition, what you still want to be able to bring into your life's experience, and to review and release the things that you don't want any longer. And maybe things have shifted, maybe things have changed a little bit, and you want to kind of reorganize, reorder, re-strategize what you'd like to manifest in your life. And so just know that this, if there is anything that changes or shifts, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Say you had a goal you've been working for years, and you kind of come to this realization that I don't know if this is exactly what I want to do, or maybe I don't know if this is what I want, if I want to do it in this way anymore. Just know that all of that time spent trying to bring this into fruition is not wasted. It's not for naught. Was just all a part of the process to get you here to this point of realization, of recollection, of remembering what it is you're really trying to bring into your life and to create for your life on a soul level. So I want to get a couple more cards to just close out the reading. These are going to be signs, major signs to look out for over the next 2 weeks until the full moon. So keep an eye out. These are not going to have to just be, these are not just things that you may see literally in nature, though they are signs of nature. You may find them on a commercial. You may see them on a bumper sticker. You may see them on a restaurant menu. You could see them anywhere in the world in any capacity. So meerkat with genuine connections is one of them. And let's do like 2 more. And then so also keep in mind that these are going to be common themes to look out for. So it might not be that you actually see a meerkat in the form of a sticker, or you see it in the form of a, like I said, on a commercial or on an ad or like a billboard or something, but you start to form these genuine connections. So just keep the idea of the common theme that each nature spirit represents in mind for the next 2 weeks. We have dog with loyalty. Okay, there's a lot of energy of soul, family, soulmate energy here. And let's get one more. Twin flame energy, transformation. Okay, so yes, you are going through this metamorphosis. You are transforming. So is your soul family, your soulmates, your twin flames, whatever this could be for you. We are in the energy of the Cancer and new moon in Cancer, which is all about family and connections and friendships and people that feel like family, whether it be family we were born into, friends that feel like family, or the family that we've created. So this is a common theme right now, is to know that your connections with your family and the people that feel like family are transforming on a deep level. And so if you do notice some friction, or you notice some conflict, or you notice healing, or you notice unconditional love shining through, whatever it is for you, just know that it is a sign of transformation. So if there's anything negative that arises with family, friends, keep in mind that it's an opportunity for you to grow and evolve as well as them. But it is going to be important to be conscious of this, knowing that going into the situation, that if you find friction, if you find disagreements, if you find arguments, keep in mind that it is all surfacing for you to respond in a unconditionally loving manner. So that is why any conflict will arise, is so that you can hone and take control of your emotional state, to practice objectivity, and to not hold your opinions and your views on things so dearly that you cannot see the other person's light, if that makes sense. So being open to others' lights, being open to others' opinions is going to create a lot of harmony and peace within the family, within the home, within the friendship groups. And knowing that your dreams are supported by Source, by the sun, by the life-giving light of the sun. It's just all being illuminated right now. Your consciousness is being illuminated right now to infuse it, and it is actually being infused with light codes from the sun. To just, like I said from the beginning, take a deep breath and release what you don't need any longer, because you are going through a huge transformation emotionally, psychologically, and physically, and even mentally. And so you're going to need time to just integrate all of this light energy within you. And they're also having me say that if you do notice friction or conflict in any sense, this is just the light that you and the people around you, your family, your friends, have absorbed from the light codes of the sun being penetrated onto earth, and you have absorbed it. Any friction is just the manifestation of where we had some heavy energy and some density, and so it is kind of being a little resistant to let go, to transmute into light. But if you can be conscious of this and to keep your objectivity and your peace when you're speaking with people, when you're connecting with others, when you're communicating, when you are just being in the presence of others, you're going to be able to hold the light for God, Source, Creator, whatever higher power you believe in, as well as your lineage, as well as your friendship groups and your family and yourself and your soul. So this is what I have for you when it comes to this lunar cycle with the new moon in Cancer. I am wishing you the best moving forward. Feel free to drop a dog or a butterfly emoji or even a sun in the comments below if this resonated, and let me know how you are doing on your journey, because I genuinely care about each and every one of you that visit the channel and connect in with me. So until next time, you will see me in the next one, and I am Carissa. This is Cosmic Connections. Goodbye.